And to battle. Wait a minute. What is going on? Oh, there's the orc? There's one guy? There's one guy? Wait a minute, why is there only one guy? Are you kidding me? Rainbow Dash is gonna hit him. Wait, there's only one guy? Okay, in the original game, it's not like this. There's multiple guys, and you have to fight all the other ones. Apparently, there's only one guy to fight in this game. All right, we just broke his weapon. Now hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him harder. How is he parrying everything? Keep hitting him. Actually, I might want to change my stance. Change my stance to defensive? Allows for an increased parry while disregarding damaging the opponent and rather preventing damage. Oh, never mind. Let's just hit him. We're not... Oh no, this is so bad. This is so bad. We're not... Nobody's hitting anybody. I've broken his weapon already. I've broken his... And he's just parrying every... Okay, 6. Oh no, this is so bad. He just hit me for 18. Why is that? Why did he hit me for 18? Well, there you go. Keep hitting him. Oh, he hit me again. Why is he hitting me so hard? What? This is so bad. This fight is... I have no idea how he's hitting me so hard. So apparently this is not anything like the original game. Oh, I hit him for 24. I hit that guy for 24 damage. Alright, well I didn't know it was actually going to be like this. So in the original game it says you're going to go into single combat, but you don't actually go into single combat. But in this game you actually go into single combat. I think it's nowhere near as entertaining as the other one. But he's almost dead. Because despite having the same stats as me, he doesn't have any healing potion. Oh no, and then we go back to this. We go back to nobody hitting anyone. Please, game, come on. Oh no, he's hitting me. He is hitting me. So, it's just luck. This is so bad. It's just luck. Like, they give you one enemy who actually does have the same stats as you, and you're just throwing dice. I mean, if two people are exactly the same strength, it really is just throwing dice to see who gets the better dice. How did he hit me for 23? Look, he actually is the same strength as me. This is so stupid. That is so stupid. Oh, wow. We can't... Outdoor camp? Oh no, you can't actually... Wait a minute.
You walk on.
Oh, you wait. You wait.
Ahead, a magnet in the... And without... After a...
No, this is utterly stupid. He actually just has the same stats as you. And you're just throwing dice to see who gets better dice. That is terrible game design. That is so bad. Alright, we're gonna... Alright, so this is even worse than the original game. We're just gonna give her all the health potions then, if that's the case. Oh, wow, that's so dumb. That is genuinely dumb. No, drink this. And then we'll just give her all the health potions. Genuinely dumb. This is ridiculous. Okay, she doesn't take any poisons. Let's give her all of those. The enemy doesn't use any poisons. I'm overburdened. Eat that. What else do we give? Let's drop that. Come on, discard. Is it discard? Alright, let's not carry berries, because berries aren't that important. We don't really need the bolts either. What else can we give her? These things? What is this? Protects against fire. What does that do? Reduces necrophobia. That also... Oh, what does the skull belt do? It also reduces necrophobia, right? Alright, that reduces necrophobia. We don't really need those. No idea what that does. We can cast some spells on her. What should we do? Let's go magic, twilight, cast spell, transformation, increase an attribute of choice for a brief period. Cleverness, charisma, dexterity. Wait a minute, let's go cast that. Strength shall be increased.
Attributo.
Try again. You can't do... Okay, you can't do that twice. Wow, you can't do that twice. Cast spell, transformation... No, yes, it's -5. That's even worse. Maybe it's already too high up. Let's go for courage.
Attributo.
Alright, she's got extra attributes. Courage. Oh, her dexterity and agility aren't that good. Well, I mean, if I knew we were gonna do this instead of the other thing, I would have prepared a bit differently, wouldn't I? Yes, I would. Rarity? Oh, not... Okay, well, let's just go then. It actually is single combat. I'm gonna wait for him to get closer. You get closer, bro. And then get hit. There, 4. Alright. Minus, alright, -1. Okay, why is he hitting 20? Alright. Oh, there you go, 14 on him. Literally just seeing who is luckier with the dice. This is utterly terrible game design. Literally no strategy, literally all just luck. All luck. Throwing dice. And maybe you cheat a little bit and drink some more poisons or potions at the beginning. He's barely standing. Alright, good. Let's just drink more potions. Basically, spam potions. And then just roll dice. Come on, he's barely standing, bro.
The gods have spoken. You are the victors, and I must accept that. But know this. You have saved Thorwall, but doomed another city. Brazarag wants your smooth skins to leave our lands. Now go!
Okay. That was so bad. That final battle was so bad. It's just throwing die. It's always like he's always the same stats as you. So if you come in level 1, you have about the same chance at winning as if you come in here at level 100. Because it's always the same stats, and whoever rolls the luckier dice wins. So it doesn't really matter. That's so bad. Oh, the game design and the difficulty levels. I mean, there's no difficulty curve. It's just kind of, it just goes up and down like you wouldn't believe.
Can
Yes.
this be true? Is this the end? It looks that way. None of the orcs tried to attack you. You pack your things and leave the enemy's camp. The orcs break camp a few days later and move on eastwards. Only the gods know what secrets are locked in Garzlok's mind. You reach Thorwall 2 weeks later. The news of your deeds has raced ahead, and the people celebrate you enthusiastically. Hetman Tranda holds a feast in your honor that very evening. All important and high-ranking personages of the city have come. Higelik's wish has been fulfilled. We hereby present to you Grimring, the true sword of the Hetman of all Thorwallians. May Higelik find his peace now. You are bestowed with the silver pot whale, the highest honor a Hetman can give to heroes, along with 50 ducats. You spend the rest of the evening celebrating like only Thorwallians can, and need several days to recover.
50 ducats?
You leave Thorwall and the bustle of the city in search of a peaceful place where you can reflect on your adventures and regain your strength. And then, off to new lands and new adventures.
One masterwork sword costs over 100 ducats.
Off to new adventures? New adventures await you in the next part of the Northland trilogy. Star Trail, coming soon to your screen.
That was pretty bad. That final battle was pretty bad. In the original game, you would have to fight over a dozen orcs, and it was glorious. You just walk in with all your strength boosted up to ridiculous numbers, and you just slaughter them. And that was amazing. It was epic. You just kind of walk in and you're just gonna kill orcs in one hit because you've glitched your strength up so much. That, what we just saw, stupid, utterly. It's just kind of it's like a flat balloon. Like there's nothing in it. It's like somebody deflated your balloon. Is basically what it's like. Alright, enough. Stop that. So that was a 2013 remake of a... What was the original game? Was it 2009? No, it was much earlier than that. 2002? Anyway, so it was a remake of the original Realms of Arkania Blade of Destiny. They made a few changes that were improvements, and then they made a few changes that were not improvements. They were significantly worse than the original in some respects. So they added the quest book. The original game, like so many old school games, had no quest log, and so you had to make your own notes. So the quest book was pretty useful in that sense. Like it just kind of gave you, it just put the quest markers all over the map. That was really good. What else was good? They added, masterwork weapons and stuff like that. So they added a few things. That was good. What did they change? They nerfed the experience gain, and they nerfed the money gain, and that only hurt beginners. So in that sense, it was a bad idea. Like once you got to a higher level, once you got to level 4, level 5, it didn't really matter. But when you were level 1, you were really, really level 1. Like when you're level 1, you didn't do anything right. And so it only hurt the very beginning of the game for new players. If you're not a new player, like if you've played the game before, you know what the secrets and the exploits are. It doesn't really hurt you that much. It kind of slows you down a little bit at the start. It doesn't really hurt you. It will really hurt the new players. And so a mechanic that only hurts beginners and doesn't challenge experienced players is a bad mechanic. Because you want games to help the newbies, but then be challenging for the experienced players. So what they did by nerfing the beginning was like the exact opposite of what you should do in game design. What else did they really change? They really changed the Higglick's Tomb. Those combats were ridiculously hard. The fact that, I mean, if you're playing the old game, by the time you get there, you'd be about level 10 or so. And then fighting the mummies would be okay. Like, skeletons are pretty easy, zombies are easy, mummies are pretty difficult. Especially when you're level 4 or level 5. The Heshtots is just, you just shouldn't have them in the game. Because they're immune to normal weapons. I mean, if you have one in a dungeon, or like two in the hardest dungeon in the game, that might make sense. The fact that you have 2 or 3 in every single battle, and you literally get into a battle like every 3 steps, that is ridiculous. I don't know who designed that, or who made that decision, but it was stupid. The final battle is ridiculously stupid. I mean, the thing is, that's how the original game also had that dialogue. In the original game, they also said no magic, and the orc champion will be the same stats as you, and it'll be single combat. They actually say that in the story, but the game doesn't actually do that. So they say that in the story, but then once you get into the game, it's just you fighting a lot of orcs, and six of your dudes that you've been building up for hours and hours, going in, just walking up and slaughtering orcs is pretty glorious. But what we had, like actually doing what the game says it was going to do, being in single combat against an enemy that has the exact same stats as you, utterly boring. Because it's completely about rolling dice and spamming potions. It wasn't about anything else. Has the cloud stopped moving? Okay, the cloud stopped moving after a while. That's interesting. Um, yeah. So I guess That's pretty much all I have to say. I've already said it already. The random combat, yeah, like it's related to the experience nerf. Without the experience nerf, I remember like deliberately walking around the wilderness and looking for random battles to get into, so I can build up my more levels, so I can get stronger. Whereas this game, they nerfed the experience gain, and so those things just became utterly boring, utterly tedious, and I just wish they'd go away. So they turned a mechanic where the reward matched the difficulty. They took that and they turned it into something where there was no reward, but equally difficult. Or actually, it was more difficult, because in the original game you can auto battle, but you can tell the computer whether you use magic or not. So you would auto battle without magic against really easy enemies to, one, conserve your magic, and two, just finish them quickly. Whereas this game, there doesn't seem to be any way to not use magic in auto battles. Or maybe just some fun. Maybe let's go to settings. Gameplay? No? Yeah, I don't know. It's not in the gameplay. I mean, yeah. I mean, they took the original game, they remade it with. I don't know if the graphics are better even. The thing is, the original game had more pixels. I mean, it has less pixels. It has bigger pixels, so there was less pixels. But it was more colorful, and everything was. I mean, it was slightly more cartoonish, but it was cartoonish in a way where you can see things clearly. Bright colors, distinctive shapes. Whereas in this game, if you look at the combat screen, everybody looks the same. Like, all your guys wear black, and they all look the same. All the enemies look kind of the same. The spiders were brown, like they were brown spiders walking around a brown background, and they were the same shade of brown, so you couldn't see the spiders on the ground. I mean, it might be realistic, because in real life you have camouflage spiders. In the game, you just can't see the things. And it just made it annoying. And, all the characters are... Like, there's nothing distinguishing one class from another, like... The elves look the same as the rogue, and everybody looks the same as everybody else. It just wasn't... The art style wasn't very good. I mean, there's more, like, it's high definition, but the art style is not good. I mean, they had... they turned it from the old grid in the cities, like they were in the dungeons with the grids, but they they kind of turned them into actual 3D environments, but it was still copy and paste. And like you walk into a dungeon, it's still just the same rock texture repeated over and over again. So this is like it's kind of like better but not better, you know, better but not in the important things, you know, not in the ways that actually make things look alive and believable. It's just higher quality, repetitive graphics. I mean, it's just as repetitive, but just higher definition, high definition repetitive graphics. So I don't know if that's not a good thing. Anyway, so this is one of those games that I have fond memories of, but I highly discourage you from playing yourself. Because the only thing that kept me playing was fond memories, to be honest. the combat was so tedious and unrewarding, seriously. Okay, I'll stop talking. I wish they did better. I wish they didn't make some of those changes. I mean, if they copied the first game completely, with the odd things included, it might be better. Yeah, I wish they only made improvements. Like, if they only made the improvements and didn't do anything else, I would have been quite happy. But the fact that they made the final battle. So I mean, if it were me, I would change. I would change the story, because in the first game, the final battle, the actual battle, did not match what the game tells you they were gonna do. And I would suspect that it's because when they actually tested the first game, they found out it was how boring it was to actually do what they said they were gonna do. So I really would have wished that instead of doing what they say they would do, they would say what they actually did. So as in instead of changing the battle, change the story beforehand. Because actually doing what the game says to do is just throwing dice. Really? They just magically copy your stats and you just completely equal in every way and you just throw dice and drink potions? It's not even clever. It's not even clever. Alright, I'll see you guys in whatever game I play next. Don't I don't recommend you play this game. But if you really have to, you can. I won't stop you. But I would not think it is a good idea. I'll see you guys.